Let's go get him again.
A unicorn. When your favorite fragrance reviewer refers to a fragrance as their unicorn, it's a fragrance that they've long wanted. Usually it's a discontinued scent. It's a fragrance that maybe even if you go on eBay, you can't even find it. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, maybe several years later, that unicorn just shows up, maybe on eBay, on a Facebook sale, something like that, at a good price. You snipe it up, it feels good. Getting a couple unicorns in your belt. I've had my fair share of fragrances, namely recently M7 Fresh. It was a fragrance that, yeah, you could find on the internet, but I wasn't paying that price. I got a good price on it. I'm happy to have it. This thing right here in my hand, I'm not going to lie to you, it's not a unicorn for me. This was a fragrance that, this happens with a frag head, is that you look in the deep depths of the internet and lo and behold, you got your Sephoras, they got all the recent releases on Sephora and stuff like that. And then you got discounters where they may have some recently discontinued stuff, but then there's these little mom and pop shops that just finally set up an internet page for their fragrances. And lo and behold, you find stuff like this that's been collecting dust. They're probably happy that your boy bought it because they've been holding on to this thing for a long, long time. So this is a long discontinued Aqua Liguria, a lemon-based one. Color me curious. I had to get it. I got it for a good price too. So let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Fragrance family, welcome to the Rope Zoe channel. I'm your host, Mark. Today we're not unboxing because this is a tester, but we're giving a first impression on a Aqua Liguria that has been long discontinued. This is Lemon Fresca. Now, Lemon Fresca introduced back in 2003, and like many Aqua Ligurias, Lemon Fresca came and went without much fanfare. Most of them come for their season and then get forgotten. The lucky ones that sell, they stay on as regular staples. Case in point, Pampelune, Herba Fresca. Talking about Herba Fresca, well, Herba Fresca, which is one of my favorites from the line, completed that feat. It's a regular top seller of the line since its launch in 1999. It's only fitting that Guerlain introduced a lemon scent in their Aqua Liguria line. But this one in my hand right here, why did it not do so well? We're going to find out. We will find out soon enough how good this stuff is or how bad it is. I'll tell you, this was a blind buy for me. I purchased it at Maximum Fragrance. They set up their website in early 2020. If you follow Eugene from the YouTube channel, You Smells Good, fellow Canadian, what's going on, Eugene? He goes to this place and I was super intrigued. I was always watching those videos when he was at their place and he was panning the camera on certain stuff. I didn't care about the high-end stuff. I was looking for discontinued things in those videos. Trust me, I was glued to the screen. I was like, this is a little shop around the corner in Ontario, in Canada, near me. And I was ready to drive over there if I could find a couple discontinued fragrances for a good price. These smaller shops, they're gems for people like me. Now, you know the place if you do follow Eugene. You know what I'm talking about. And they opened up their website. And I'm always intrigued with smaller shops like this and scour them for, not for the Sauvages or the Bleu de Chanel's where you can get anywhere, but rather the discontinued, hard to find items. Really, I'm looking at designer releases, things like maybe Gucci Rush or something like that I'm looking for when online they're like $300-400. Maybe I could find it for half of that, a quarter of that. So I'm always looking. They do have Gucci Rush, but they did their homework, so I'm not buying it. I think it was like 300 Canadian. It's a little much for me. But this one right here intrigued me. It was one of those. It was around $60 Canadian, which is a little lower than what you could find it on eBay, depending on the day. It usually hovers around $100 Canadian. So I feel like I got a good price for it. It's a good addition to my Aqua Liguria line. I love the Aqua Liguria line. If you are a part of this channel, you know what I'm talking about. And this one, it's the younger brother of the Fresca series, which is the lemon Fresca here. So this one right here, discontinued, not super hard to find, but there's a couple on eBay here and there every so often, so it's not too bad. But it's been a few years since this thing has been discontinued. So let's smell this thing. Let's see what this has in store. And it looks like it got, I don't know if the atomizers were different back then. I know the sticker's different. This is definitely, oh, okay, I smell the citrus and the florals right away, and that is the staple of an Aqua Liguria. You got the florals back in it, giving it some depth. It's the mid punch of all these fragrances, but you got an uplifting top. You don't have much depth to it, but oh yeah, spring, summer scent, as you'd come to expect from an Aqua Liguria. Creamy, soft floral, transparent, watery. The citrus in here, very clean lemon drop. There is, you know what? There's a little bit of anise here. It's showing a little bit of its true colors here with a soft, powdery floral take with some black licorice tendencies. I like that. But a little watered down here. Anise usually has some gusto to it here. It's kind of matching the DNA of an Aqua Liguria, which is very thin and transparent. The blend's always on point with these. I really like the splash of, it just invigorates you, these fragrances. Again, very much unisex, but I can see certain guys this is not their deal. Tending more into the feminine side just because of the florals in the mid of the fragrances. But this one, very aromatic. It's got a little bit of a soft, spicy kick to the fragrance, obviously because of the anise, the black licorice, very interesting, but very thin though. You know what? The use of the anise here kind of reminds me of Kenzo Air. The use of it, just because Kenzo Air is a thinner release. This is what that reminds me of. The pairing with the citrus and the anise, to me, reminds me a little bit of a tea-like quality. You know, when there's a little pinch of lemon up top, it feels like that. A little bit of woods, a little bit of green nuances. There might be some more citruses here than lemon. Maybe a little bit of lime, something a little green here. The lemon itself, now comparing this to like a Pamplemousse where the grapefruit threw off that zest. It was a very thin, it was very much in your face. This lemon isn't as bright as like the grapefruit in Pamplemousse. This isn't up to that quality. I think they could have done better with the lemon note. And again, I'm just being honest. And again, I'm assuming there's not going to be much push out of these Aqua Ligurias. But for a really old fragrance, and this fragrance, yeah, what, 2003 release, it got discontinued the same year. This is an old bottle. Interesting. So, yeah, lemon Fresca, decent. Again, off that strip right now, a decent addition. It's not my favorite from the Aqua Liguria line. When sniping up old scents like this on video, you want to say, oh man, I spent $60. This is totally discontinued and you should totally get it. This is a home run of a release. Did it here? No, it didn't. It's good. Is it a collection piece? Oh, hell yeah, of course. Is it a standout in the Aqua Liguria line? No, I could see why it didn't really catch on. I think a lemon-based fragrance, they can do better, honestly. It has a solid opening like most Aqua Ligurias, but not a great one. Like Pamplemousse, wow. Herba Fresca, and a lot of them are they've kind of got the gist of it recently. A lot of these Aqua Ligurias are getting that usual punch up top. This one doesn't really have that punch. It's good, but it's not great with the opening. And I know the back end of these are kind of very thin. There's not much to entertain you. So the introduction is where it's at. And this one doesn't really have a great one. It has basically, with this one, the back end of it, they usually all have like some sort of floral back in it. This one does, or some sort of musk to give it some depth to support these openings. This one has it. The construction is the same. This opening isn't great to my nose, and understandably, this one got vaulted. Guerlain, you can do better with the lemon drop. I expect better with the lemon drop, but I am happy to have this this tester. It's very interesting. It feels like the cap itself got changed, unless the caps were changed at that. I don't remember my Aqua Ligurias having such a elongated cap. I don't know, or atomizer. I don't know what's going on with this thing, but a decent release from Aqua Liguria, from Guerlain. Happy to have it in my collection, and I just wanted to share it with you guys, especially for the little few that are going to click on this. This is the type of video that somebody that's in it for the money, their YouTube channel, they'd be doing this instead of this. They wouldn't be wasting their time doing a video on this, but this is for the true frag heads out there that support me in my channel. I've always told you guys that it's part of my journey. I shoot these not caring. I know how many views it's going to get. 300 tops, comments 5, maybe more dislikes than likes. But it's well worth it if I helped out 1 or 2 people looking for this discontinued fragrance that you can't test out anymore. You're going to have to blind buy. So hopefully I helped you guys, and this is not the end of the road for Lemon Fresca. I am going to try it more into the warmer months and see how it goes, and put it on my skin, of course. So it's going to come back on the channel. Now that you heard my take, I'd love to hear your take in the comments below. If you have smelt this release, Lemon Fresca, please let us know. If not, let us know what's your favorite from the Aqua Liguria line. Maybe I should go back and try out some others that have been long discontinued, not talked about on YouTube. I'll be more than glad to put some spotlight on some Aqua Ligurias that people aren't really talking about. But as always, a great or poor fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your fresh scent wisely. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one.